Gemini, Keez in the pen, LatinoSports.com, Citi Field, New York, New York. Check out some of these interviews. It's almost October. We're out of here. I'm checking out all the Met blogs, and all of them are saying, you know, Pedro Beato for 2012, possible starter. Pedro Beato for 2012, possible closer. Looking forward, what is it that Pedro Beato wants to do for the next season? Starter or closer?
I'd rather do the bullpen. If I'm asked to start, by all means, I'll go for it. But I've had a lot of success in the bullpen, and since that's what works, then I don't understand why change it. So that's what I would like to do. That's where I would like to stay.
How would you describe this season as a whole?
It's been a battle all season, considering we've lost a lot of our big guys. We still got a lot of them here, which they're the backbone of this team. But I mean, I think it hasn't been a year of a waste. I think a lot of the players here have shown that they can be up here. What you call the rookies that have come up, they have done a tremendous job filling in the other guys that have left, and I mean, it's been a year that we have battled through a lot of stuff, and we have stayed afloat.
When does the 2012 season start for you?
Starts at the end of December. Starts with the preparation for the season, for spring training, and it goes on to spring training. That's when everything else starts.
Okay. Do you plan on playing any winter ball this season? Is that in the plan for you this year?
It was at the beginning, but this year's been a big load for me. First year, I think it's time to get a rest. I'm going down on 20 months of playing ball straight, and my arm is taking a beating. So I mean, I think it's time to take a rest and settle down for a little bit and let it rest.
We're having a little bit of rain right now, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I think that the end is here. I think that the team's getting a little tired mentally and physically, so I think it's time to perhaps get it going here and call it a season and get ready for 2012.
Mr. Hagin, how would you describe the season for the Mets in 2011? I mean, I know that it's been an injury plagued season for the Mets, but they've been playing pretty well up until maybe the last month or so. How would you rate the season of the Mets in 2011?
Well, I think because of those injuries, it made it very difficult. But the reality is, I think they overachieved. You know, I really thought that this team could very easily be 15 games under 500 because of the injuries. And you know, you have your two top pitchers in my estimation, Chris Young along with Johan Santana. They're not here all year. Very difficult. We saw Young make 2 starts against Philadelphia in April, and I was so vastly impressed with him and what a difference he could have made. But with the injuries we had, as Terry Collins said, we had the September call-ups in July, and they played well. They played hard, and that's the thing that I like. The thing I'll take away from 2011 more than anything else about the Mets is the way that Terry Collins handled his first job managing since 1999, where he learned his mistakes, how he implemented his plan this year much differently than he had in the past, and he let these guys go about their business of playing and telling them, you belong here. I don't care if you were at AAA or AA. You belong here in the major leagues. You're here for a reason. Now play like it. He never let them feel like the reinforcements had to come. He thought you were good enough, and I think that he expressed that message, and I thought they played up to it.
What are your thoughts on Coach Collins getting some votes for Manager of the Year for the exceptional job that he's done this season?
Well, I think in a different year he probably would have gotten more votes, but I think my sleeper really is Charlie Manuel because, you know, he's loaded with that pitching staff, but the reality is they had so many injuries, and the early favorite was Clint Hurdle and what he did with Pittsburgh, but I think it will go to Kirk Gibson. I think what he did with Arizona, they lost 97 games last year. I think the job he did is probably going to get him Manager of the Year.